Welcome back, everybody. Um, I am in Iowa, and this is a frame that tells you to focus on the city, basically. So this is out at, and that's basically where I'm at right now. But I'm just going to go for another walk. I'm already at just about 9,000 steps, so I think I'm going to finish up the steps. I'm gonna play another one of my mobile games besides Pikmin. It's called Ingress, and it's basically just a way for me to um, get some more steps in. But when I'm back here, I like to play a little bit as a team game. So welcome back. So behind me is it's a lake that they have for. And I'm just walking on the trail here, but it's a really nice lake that you can, I think you can take kayaks out on and do those kinds of things. Um, so I know there's a lot of fishing out here. I am now at 9,700 steps. I know, huge. But I saw another area here. So this side, this is the lake. I don't know what the name of it is for sure, but I'll figure that out. And then over here is the river. The river does look up quite a bit from what it normally is, but I don't think there's any flooding yet. So I have a question for you. Have you done anything healthy since the last time we chatted? Um, I've been keeping up with the 10,000 steps. There was one day, again this week, that I did not meet that 10,000 steps, but I was traveling, so it was an exception. I just want to keep on encouraging you to at least do something, even if it's just a walk around the block or if it's playing Pikmin. Be more than happy to have you join me in that game as well. Or Ingress. Ingress is a little bit more challenging. There's a lot more to it. I plan to put up some gameplay here in a little bit of Ingress. Just kind of, I'm walking back to a portal right now. It won't make a whole lot of sense to you unless you play the game. It's kind of fun to play, and I've traveled all around the country. I've been to Florida, San Francisco. I did what we called ops, operations that involved, I think it was one of them was 30, my most was 30 people. And our person that ran it and guided us was in Canada. And I met that person from Canada. I met in at the Anomaly in San Francisco, or Oakland, I guess is where it was. And it's just kind of interesting meeting different people and having them participate. And it was just a really good time. But we used to meet every single week as a group, and there was always probably 10 to 15 of us. That was every single week for over a year. We went out to eat, and it became more of a, that's what we wanted to do. I mean, yeah, we played the game and we did walking and stuff, and the girls, they got to level 8, and we always did a thing called cake for 8. So when you reach level 8, you got a cake, and we had a party, and that's basically where the fun begins, as they say. So it's a really interesting game, and it's taken me a lot. It's a free game, but I've spent a ton of money traveling to different places. But some of my favorite trips with the girls, and by myself too, have been through playing that game and meeting the different people. That was quite a few years ago that I was really into it. I think back in 2014, 2015, around that time, I was pretty into it. So we used to have people that would drive hours for the game or whatever. So it's kind of interesting seeing the changes that have happened to the game over the years. The game, Pikmin and Ingress, are both made by the same company named Niantic. Um, And Niantic is also does Pokemon Go, which you might have heard of. All right. I am at the portal, is what they call it. So the first thing that I want to do is make sure that I'm uh, in range, because this one has a bunch of shields on it. Very rare shields too. Um, so we're going to, the first thing that we're going to do is make sure we have enough XM, which is like your health or whatever you want to call it. But I'm standing right on top of the portal, and there is a resonator on top of this portal, right where I'm going to hit. I'm just going to pop the shields off of it really quick and kind of give you a brief overview of what this is. So the lake is behind me over here. And so I'm basically on the other side. You come in and almost straight across over there. So I'm firing the Ultra Strikes on there, and I'm waiting for it to say, basically I'm waiting for it to say there was the first 80, and I want to pop all of these. There's the second 80, and there's the third, I think, maybe there's the fourth. Now there is no more shields on this, and it is getting recharged now too. I just saw it get recharged. So that's basically what happens when somebody attacks these portals. It's going to be really hard to pop all of these resonators just because of the way, there's nowhere to, you have to actually get on top of them. And I obviously can't go in the water or over across this fence here. So that's kind of makes it a little bit more difficult, but whatever. It's still fun. I just like to show it a little bit. So there's the second resonator. I can't really get to any of the other ones. And if you notice too, when I click on the portal here, there's a level 8 portal pretty much in the lake, or a resonator, level 8 resonator inside the lake over there, and then one on the other side of the fence. And basically the reason you do that is so that it makes it harder to take them down, since the level 8 resonators are easier to take, or harder to take down. So, all right, got that completed now. I'm going to show the other game here to Pikmin, to just show a little bit more of what the game actually entails. So as you can see on the screen, I have 10,550 steps as of now. And that's kind of what I go off. I try to go at least 10,000 steps. But as I'm doing this, this is seedlings. You plant the seedlings, and it goes by steps. And so each one of them has a different step count that you need to reach in order for it to go. And then once it's hatched or whatever, kind of like Pokemon Go, but once it's hatched, you can basically start giving it nectar, which gives it hearts and stuff. So that is when it comes to Pikmin. Here's the Pikmin screen. Like this Pikmin here doesn't have any hearts or anything yet, and I probably won't use them because I already have everything for that decor, which is the other thing you try to get in the game, is decor. So right now I have 40 of my Pikmin walking with me, and they just went and got an apple and brought one back, which gives me nectar that I can feed them. Here's the seedling for it, I guess. And let me go back in here. Each one of these little ones here is just nectar that it gives you, and it's only about one or so that you get per each one. But these guys are all pretty much built up. Here's my full team, the full team, and most of them have full red heart, but there's some that have full gold heart as well, so, or yellow, or whatever you want to call it. So if I want to go into my favorite, I just double tap the whistle and it pulls up all of my favorites, and they don't have any flowers to bloom. So as you can see, I'm planting flowers, and basically all that means is when you have a Pikmin, you can give it nectar, and then it gives you a flower that you put into a pot or whatever, and then you can use that to plant your flowers for that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing red ones right now because I don't have any challenges or anything. To get it back to the 40, you just double click on the whistle again and it goes back to the 40 like it needs to. And so that's kind of the gist of that game. It's very simple. Just tries to get you out and get walking. So that's the main thing, and that's what I'm trying to accomplish anyway. So it's a good game for that. I just hit 11,000 steps. I would say I'm a little bit more than halfway through, which is nice. Want to remind you to please check out my store, my merch store, for all that Shootin' Blanks merch, as well as just like, comment, and subscribe if you could. It would really help out. Just trying to build a channel up here and get some people to get motivated and get out and walk and hopefully inspire some people to do some of the similar things. So I don't know if I want to share my exact weights or anything right now, but I have lost about 77 pounds since January. Now I'm just working towards getting down to a goal weight that's just healthy. It's not losing a whole bunch of weight all at once or anything like that. I do my weights weekly. I used to do it when I was doing Herbalife. I used to do every day. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it just helped me keep myself accountable. This time it's been a little bit easier just because I want to keep on track with things. All right, this path here, as you can see behind me, as that goes all the way down this way. But there's another trail over here right behind me. And this trail goes, it's paved for a little bit, but then it does go into a gravel type path. And I've done it before, done it in the winter. It's kind of bumpy, and on the 3-wheel bike I had at the time, it was very bumpy, and I lost my battery and everything else. It was just really not a good situation. I am just at 12,000 steps, just turned over. This whole area in here is really nice, and I really enjoy seeing it. So there's been a couple bikers, a couple people walking, and overall it's been a really nice walk. It's only about, I think it said 80 degrees on my car when I got here, and which isn't too bad. It is much more humid here than in Arizona, so it makes it a little bit more difficult as far as sweating, but you know, that's okay. We're about, I would say, 3/4 of the way around the lake, probably a little bit further. And like I said, it's a really nice walk, and seeing a lot of people out. And today there was a little bit of rain in the morning, but it's really cleaned up nicely. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about what I eat and what I really changed to be losing weight besides walking and that kind of stuff. So Healthy Choice makes these steamers, like Healthy Choice steamers, and I remember I used to eat them because they were good, but they would basically barely even give me a snack before. Now when I eat them, it does give me enough to fulfill that meal, and it's really nice because that didn't always happen. One of my biggest addictions is actually food, and since you need it, it's not like doing other things that you don't need. So it's a little bit more difficult for me to stop eating the bad things, but more so just the portion size. So I've really just cut down on how much I eat. And for some reason, I crave apples. And I do Granny Smith apples. And then I put a little bit of salt on them after I core them and peel them. It slices them too, the little machine that I have here. Um, but that usually helps out quite a bit for snacks. And I was pre-diabetic, but I ended up taking care of the weight, which helped with my blood sugars. But that was one thing that didn't really spike my blood sugars, and it was really easy to kind of compensate for it, but it did fill me up too. And you know, it is sour, I guess, but it's sweet as well. One thing that I really miss in Arizona, having rhubarb. Um, and thankfully, when I got back here, there was some rhubarb, and I was able to get my hands on some, and I ate a lot of it. And it's not healthy, I guess, to eat a ton of it. And I was just talking about portion size. However, um, it's doesn't spike your blood sugar like, you know, candy or whatever does, of course. So it's nice, but probably won't have any more of that for a little while. So this view behind me now, it's really nice, kind of being in the middle of a city, but yet having a really nice green area and park. One of the things I really noticed when I was landing on the airplane, as soon as the clouds cleared, was the amount of green that I saw. And I know I was only gone for, you know, maybe a month or whatever, but it astounds me at how green everything was. And it just, I mean, you can see behind me, obviously, you know, and the lake is over here again too. I'm just about 12,500 steps in. So I'm back at the entrance now, and it's a decent walk, and I think it's about 3,000 or so steps, and I'll give you a final step count when I get back to my vehicle. But I might walk down to the dock and kind of show that area a little bit as well. There's actually quite a bit of people down there fishing, so I didn't want to go down there and disturb them by talking or anything like that. So I'm hoping to hit 13,000 steps, and I think it'll be possible. I'm only about 500 off, so I'm not going to take another trip around the lake. It's getting kind of late, and I think this park closes at sundown, and I don't want to be down there. This is park closes 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., so I guess it tells you right there. But also, it's the boat's limited to electric and trolling motors. They don't want any gas-powered motors or anything like that in here, and it really isn't the best place for it either. So I'm walking down the boat ramp right now, and you can kind of see the people over there fishing right now. Back on this dock, that's where I was just at. But you can see a very large area here. You can see this lake is very, very nice. It's just really, I think it's really well taken care of too, which is not always what you see. So we are back at the vehicle, and it looks like 13,126 steps is the final total. Beautiful sunset tonight. Fairly clear skies now. So I'm very excited and that we got this done. I got to show you the park a little bit and talk about my video games. So just want to remind you too, find your path, put one shoe forward, then start filling in the blanks. Have a good night, everybody.